Hello guys, my name is Dr. Edwin. I'd like to share a story from 2010, back in the day when I was a medical officer in Kisumu. Right now I'm a general surgeon. So we were doing a clinic for surgical patients one fine morning when an elderly lady walked into my room, and from her appearance I could tell that she came from humble backgrounds. I welcomed her to my office. We got over the niceties and went straight to the reason for her visit. So she told me that she had a swelling on the top of her head, which she had had for about 2 years. I examined her and actually found that the swelling was coming from another swelling in her thyroid gland, that is the gland around the neck. So once I had seen that there were already 2 swellings, I knew that most likely it was a cancerous growth. So I needed to investigate her and make a management plan for her. That's when now the problem started, because this lady had actually walked to the hospital about 12 kilometers from her village. So she could not afford to have any of our investigations paid for. And she had actually walked alone. This lady was about 72 years. There was no one to bring her to the hospital because most of the people around her had actually passed on. So it was a sad case for me. I decided to involve the hospital, and we were able to do the investigations we could afford, but there were some which we're not able to do because of the level of our hospital. Eventually, through cooperation of the hospital administration, we were able to actually establish a diagnosis for her, and she needed to have radiotherapy done. That is, she actually needed to come to Kenyatta from Kisumu so that she can have this treatment done. And right now, I've been to Kenyatta. I know how long it takes when a patient just walks into a radiotherapy center. You come in today, you have at least 6 months before you can actually get to receive your treatment. So the challenges in that she couldn't afford 50 bob fare to our hospital. Now we were asking her to travel to Nairobi, but there was no one to take care of her, and we knew that she was going to get 6 months waiting period. We explained the need to her to travel to Nairobi, and she told us that she was going to think about it. We obviously knew what that meant, because from her body language, it was as if we didn't really want to help her. So unfortunately, once she left the hospital, she was lost to follow-up, and later on we learned that she had succumbed to her illness. So as you can see, there's a challenge in cancer treatment in this country. If a place like Kisumu doesn't have a radiotherapy machine, they have to come to Kenyatta. You can see the kind of strain that we're putting into the facility at Kenyatta National Hospital. I'd really like to beseech the government to improve these services so that patients like our lady who passed on at least have a chance at treatment.